Are you struggling with acne? I just might have the answer for you. I can't guarantee anything, and this might not be the answer for everybody, but I would say it's worth trying. And I know a lot of you might also have tried Accutane, antibiotics, benzoyl peroxide, salicylic acid, etc., all which have probably failed you. Accutane might have worked, but boy, it leaves you desert dry. Now, I'm 35, and I would say my skin is now in a good place. It's not perfect, but perfect doesn't exist. And when I look at my skin, I feel like I can live with it. I can work with it. I wanted to make this video not only for people struggling with acne, but also parents who have children dealing with this. This will have a pretty big impact on their confidence, which leads to personality, and also when the skin is damaged because of all the popping of the acne, you end up with scars and dents, and you can't come back from that. You can't come back from a strawberry dented skin. There's no laser treatment or any procedures that will effectively give you significantly smaller pores. You just can't go back from it. So I really hope this helps. 5 years ago, when I had just turned 30, my body was really going through hell. I was living a nomad life of traveling around the world, living out of a suitcase, and slowly starting to feel empty about it all, as crazy as that sounds. My hair started falling, I gained a lot of weight, and most importantly, acne around my jawline were flaring. I couldn't figure out what was wrong, and I searched the entire internet to get to the bottom of it. There were many things like magnesium deficiencies, gut health issues, stress, etc., the usual list. I've tried supplements, I started working out, I was eating clean, taking mebendazole, which is to kill parasites in your body, in your gut, and I was taking hours for my skincare routine, and it was eating me up. Nothing was working. I didn't want to go out anymore, and everything started to become more stressful because of my skin. Then I moved to Bangkok, Thailand. When I was living in Bali, there weren't that many hospitals that I could go to for skin issues like this. So when I moved to Bangkok, after a couple months of suffering, I had decided to get an expert's opinion. There are a lot of big hospitals in Bangkok, and wellness is a whole thing there too. So there are plenty of hospitals you could visit for this. I went to the dermatologist with my mask on, and as I sat down in her office, I said, "So I'm dying." And when she saw my skin, she rolled her eyes and said, "Oh, it's hormonal." The conversation didn't last long. She just prescribed aldactone, aka spironolactone, and differin, a topical gel, and some antibiotics. And this changed my life. Spironolactone isn't prescribed here in Korea, which is where I am now, but if you're in the US or other countries, dermatologists do prescribe it for hormonal acne. This medicine should strictly be taken by women only, as it interacts with hormones and testosterone, so it's not something men should take. But definitely consult with your doctor. I started with 100 milligrams right away, and it worked wonders. It was doing a great job blocking the DHT. DHT is derived from cortisol, your stress hormones, and it starts to attack your hair follicles and create havoc on your skin. After I started taking it, my hair was fuller and the flaring on the jawline stopped. As for the damaged skin, differin was nothing like what I've tried before. Because it's prescribed, it's very strong since it's medical grade. It's not easy to commit to differin because it's really work. You have to apply a pea-sized amount every day, and it helps your skin to regenerate faster. And imagine just shedding off that horrible layer of acne, right? It's a dream. And at first, your skin does become sensitive. To give you some tips, I would suggest you apply some Vaseline or thick moisturizer on the side next to your earlobe here, around your eyes as well, because the skin is very thin there and it'll become irritated. But with the extra moisturizer, I think it's fine. I'm going to give you a list of products you should apply along with it to keep your skin safe while you're recovering. So number one is use hyaluronic acid, a lot of it. I used to lather it on my skin just to make sure everything's absorbed, because a lot of it gets absorbed by your hand. You can also use a cold sheet mask or mask of any type to calm your skin down. Number 2, use a mild moisturizer. I used CeraVe, I still do. It's just one of my go-tos. It's just such a clean product, you know. Any one of them that doesn't contain retinol is fine because Differin does basically what retinol does. And number 3 would be at night, use a thicker moisturizer to lock in the moisture from the hyaluronic acid that you just lathered. A good place to start would be La Roche-Posay's Cicaplast Balm. It's very thick, it's very balmy. There are better products out there which contains better ingredients, but this does fine. It also works really well. And number 4 is exfoliate gently using either oil or cream cleanser. When you start using Differin, you will start to shed, meaning the outer layer of your skin, the dead skin cells, are going to start to really fall out. And it's going to be all over your face. And so it's important to exfoliate as gently as possible. I found cream cleansers easy to work with. Oil isn't too bad, but if you don't wash it properly, it could do you worse because acne and the bacteria love to feast on oil. So with a cream cleanser, after it dries slightly, you start to roll with your fingers, and then you will feel these tiny bits like coming out as you roll, which basically is your dead skin cells. Try not to apply other skincare products that contain strong ingredients while you're on spironolactone and using Differin. I would suggest you stick to the fundamentals of the 4 things I mentioned because it could be very irritating for your skin. That's how strong Differin is. And this process will help you rebuild your skin barriers, so your skin will start to become stronger and more resilient against everything that's bad for you and bad for your skin. And also, you have to remember that this is a commitment. You have to do this every day. And I'm sure you already have a skincare routine in place, whether it's extensive or not, but you can put aside all of those and just focus on these 4 things and just do it every day. Commit to it like religiously. For me, I think it took less than a month to start seeing results. But I still took spironolactone for about a year for precaution. And if you're a man, I would suggest for you to at least try Differin and stick to it, since it also improves skin texture and wrinkles. All in all, it's worth trying, and I'm sure you've tried much worse. We all know. I really hope it helps because this method saved my life. Shout out to the Thai doctor who put me on these 2 things because I'm a new woman now. And again, this might not be the answer for everyone, but I hope that it helps a lot of people. So don't forget to consult your doctor and try this one out if you're really struggling with acne skin. And don't forget to follow me for more skin advice.